So yeah, kind of share like a little bit about yourself and like what brought you to TruFit.
I've been struggling with my weight for a number of years, and I've tried going to regular gyms here and there, and I stick with it for a month or so, and then I could just go back to my usual ways. I just never created an actual routine. That was the biggest thing. The habits was the biggest thing. And then the reason it brought me to TruFit and everything is I've done some research and all that. And from what I've heard coming here, that's the biggest thing is creating better habits, and not just working out and all that. Creating better habits is the biggest thing.
Outside of here.
Yeah.
Correct.
And so that's always been my biggest struggle. So, and since being here, it's helped out a lot.
Was there a moment that made you realize it was time for a change?
Yeah, I went to the doctor's office and I just saw a weight I never thought I would see.
Yeah.
And I was very surprised. And so I was just okay, something's got to change because it can't keep going like this.
Right. So what's been the biggest difference between TruFit and then some of the other things you've tried in the past?
The community, that's the biggest thing. When you're going to just a regular gym and all that, you're by yourself. You're not. That's how I felt. And here you have people that you can talk to about different stuff, how they work out, how they do their nutrition and all that. And also you and Courtney, just talking to you about that kind of stuff too. That's been the biggest difference. It's just being able to talk to somebody about.
Ask questions.
Exactly. Yeah.
What surprised you most about the process?
As soon as I got into the routine of it, which took about a little over a month for myself, it just kind of became second nature. So I didn't have to think about it.
You just did it.
Yeah.
So it was essentially a new habit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Was there a moment where you started to believe hey, this is working?
Yeah, it was 6 weeks in, I think, when it first kind of kicked in. I was already down, I think 25 pounds, I think at that point. And I think when I first came here, I was after a year, I was maybe 40 pounds would be a good goal. And here we are, a little over 9 months, and I'm at 106 now.
Just crazy.
So yeah, so.
How did and you kind of already touched on this, but how did the community and environment help you along the way?
It's been the biggest thing. I feel all in all, it's going to be yourself making the changes, doing the habits and all that, but having the people that are kind of there to kind of bounce ideas off of. And that's the biggest thing. It's just the biggest change for me is just having those people there. So.
And so not every week is perfect. So how did you stay consistent through maybe tough weeks or setbacks?
I always I always try to keep my steps. No matter, I've had weeks where I've done 4 workouts. I've had weeks where I've done 1 workout, but I've always kept my steps, because when I first started, I guess I struggled to do 5,000, 6,000 steps, and now on average I do 10 to 12. And it's not struggling to do that 10 to 12. It's easy. Yeah.
So beyond the number on the scale, how else has your life changed since losing weight?
My job's gotten a lot easier, because I didn't realize how much I was struggling with my job, and until I started losing the weight, and I'm just oh, I can, because I go in crawl spaces, attics and all that, and that was pretty tough before, but now it's actually pretty easy to do, and it's nice not to get in an attic and not feel the pain like I would before. So
what are you most proud of so far today?
Just sticking with it, because this has been the longest I've stuck with a workout plan, a nutrition plan, and all that, and I'm just proud of that. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, you're almost at a year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What would you say to somebody else who's where you used to be and is thinking about starting something?
For myself, it's been a mentality thing. I've always kind of struggled with that. I found TruFit back in probably this time last year, but didn't go through with it just because maybe kind of going back and forth. It's good just to kind of get your foot in the door. Once you get your foot in the door, it makes a huge difference.
Awesome. If you could go back to day one, Matt, what would you tell him?
Just stick with it. That's the biggest thing. Probably 3 or 4 weeks in, I was okay, I'm hurting. I'm cramping up a lot. This is really tough. But I was just kind of keep going. That's about the biggest thing.
All right. So what's next for you? Any new goals now that you've lost over 100?
Just sticking with it. That's the biggest thing. I mean, 200 isn't out of the ordinary. Wouldn't be out of the question, I don't think. But I don't really want to focus just mainly on that.
Right.
Being able to keep losing weight, getting better.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be like a weight loss goal. It's just like, so it sounds like it's more about like just continuing in life.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, just keeping the good habits that I've,
To me.
yeah, and not letting the bad habits come back. That's the big one.
Sure.